In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 fragrances from 10 of my favorite fragrance brands. So it's basically one fragrance per fragrance brand. I will not say that these are the best fragrance of a specific fragrance brand, but it's definitely a fragrance that you should definitely check out. And this video is just to show you that are much more fragrances and better fragrances out there than your usual very well known or very hyped designer or niche fragrances. Hi everyone, I'm Guerlain from Scented Moments YouTube channel, where I help you to explore the wonderful world of perfumery. So like I said, this is one fragrance per fragrance brand that I absolutely love. Again, not saying that these are the best fragrances of this specific brand, but it's one of the bests of each specific fragrance brand that you should definitely check out. And if you find value in this video, please just hit a thumbs up. It will make a huge difference. So let's dive into these fantastic scents right here, and in no specific order. The first brand that I absolutely love is Frederic Malle. Actually, I mentioned a video where I was talking about my 7 favorite fragrance brands. I will leave the link in the description box down below if you have yet to see that video. Frederic Malle, wonderful brand. I mean, hitters, heavy hitters. Although for me, Frederic Malle has some misses, quite a few misses. So Frederic Malle, it's basically either I absolutely love the fragrance or it's just not for me. And being not for me doesn't mean that it's a bad fragrance. It's not, because all of the fragrances from Frederic Malle smell of high quality ingredients and blend, and from the most part they are unique, but some of them aren't for me. So I highly advise you to try before buy Frederic Malle fragrances. But a fragrance that I absolutely love from Frederic Malle, it's already a classic from this brand, and I mean it's very well known, and it's regarded as one of the best rose fragrances. It is Portrait of a Lady. This was actually my first Frederic Malle, and my only regret is that I just purchased a 50 ml back then. All of my other Frederic Malle fragrances are 100 ml, but well, maybe one day I will purchase the 100 ml of Portrait of a Lady. Still, this is a brilliant fragrance. This is very unique. This was groundbreaking when it was released. This is a fruity raspberry, rose, patchouli, spicy fragrance. And now you have a lot of fragrances that are heavily inspired by this Sentiene. The rose here is beautiful. For me, it has a natural feel. This is a red, velvety rose that it's to die for. So elegant, so elegant. And then you have this sweet, fruity raspberry on top, just to make things a bit more playful, not so serious. Because rose and patchouli are very serious, strong fragrances. So the fruity raspberry on top really helps to make this fragrance a bit more playful, more casual, but it's still a very elegant and sophisticated perfume. With the patchouli, I mean, patchouli here, it's also very prominent, very earthy, with some spices. I mean, this is a fantastic scent. Again, don't get fooled by the name Portrait of a Lady. You might think that, oh, maybe this will be feminine. No, it's not. I mean, this for me is strictly unisex, if not more masculine even, because of the patchouli and spices in here. Absolutely love this. Great performance on my skin. I mean, it's a type of scent that it's a very special fragrance. Very special fragrance, and it's a type of scent that I will always have in my collection. Portrait of a Lady, a masterpiece from Frederic Malle. Next fragrance is from the house of Profumum Roma. Well, in the last video I mentioned I dedicated a video just for Profumum Roma, and I think if you saw that video, you know what fragrance will come up. It is Ambra Aurea, my favorite amber fragrance, masterpiece. This is a syrupy, gooey, sticky, sweet amber with this slightly animalic, buttery, salty ambergris. It's magic. I absolutely love this. This is a masterpiece again, and it's the best in its genre. It's a full perfume. It will last. It will project. I mean, you really need to go easy on the trigger with this one because you might choke yourself and people around you. So go easy on the trigger. With Ambra Aurea, it's seriously a fragrance that everyone should try in their lifetime. Next fragrance, it's this time from Ramon Monegal, and it's from the Don't Touch My Oud collection, and it's not Soul of Oud. Soul of Oud, probably my favorite oud as of now, or at least in my top 3. But because I will mention an oud fragrance later on this video, actually it will be right after this fragrance, I wanted to mention a rose oud scent that I absolutely love. It's the best in this category. It's Alhambra Oud. Beautiful bottle presentation right here. So Alhambra Oud by Ramon Monegal is solely rose, this sweet rose, jammy rose, with this resinous, chocolatey oud. It is to die for. It is, wow, it's immense. This is a full perfume. It has a natural feel. I mean, the oud in here smells of a natural oud. The rose also, although it's that jammy rose, still it's smooth. It's not rough. It's not synthetic. This perfume in general doesn't come across as a synthetic perfume. Everything in this perfume smells of natural, smooth, well blended. Again, like a symphony. It's just brilliant. For me, this is the best rose oud scent out there. It's just perfect. It has depth. I mean, the oud here, although it's not overly animalic, it has a touch, very mild touch of animalic quality, a bit incensey, very dark oud. I mean, it's wonderful. This fragrance is a masterpiece. Again, I think I will overuse the word masterpiece in this video, but it's really these fragrances that I just picked from each brand that I absolutely love. These are really some fantastic masterpieces. And again, another fragrance that if you love rose oud fragrances, it's a scent that you definitely need to check out. Next fragrance here is from the house of Rania J Oud Assam. Oud Assam is, wow. Oh. Unlike Alhambra, the type of oud that it's used in Alhambra Oud and the type of oud that it's used in Soul of Oud, also from Ramon Monegal, this one is funky, animalic. Oh yes, this is very funky, bold, spicy oud scents. But it's one of the most natural oud fragrances that you will come across, especially for the price. I mean, can't stress enough, Rania J, it's one of the best brands out there, especially for the price tag. First of all, the high quality blend and ingredients, uniqueness of her fragrances are just fantastic. And then you have this oud fragrance that, I mean, any other brand would charge you triple of the current price tag of Oud Assam. I mean, this is a 50 ml, and trust me, 50 ml is all you need. This is an eau de parfum, and the current price tag, if I'm not mistaken, is 100, either 25 or 35. But it's worth every single penny. This is one of the most natural smelling ouds that I come across. One of the best funky animalic ouds that I come across. I mean, this is just to die for. Again, to die for. It's top 3 best ouds for me. It's from Rania J. It's simply brilliant. Oh yeah, if you love oud, please do yourself a favor and check this one out. Oud Assam by Rania J. The next fragrance is from the house of Guerlain, and this is a classic. And it's one of the best in its genre. It is Shalimar, and this is the Eau de Parfum. I mean, just this bottle presentation itself, it's iconic. And this is just one of the best vanilla animalic fragrances out there. Oh, wow. It was the first fragrance it was the first brand, Guerlain was the first brand to create a perfume like this. It was in the early 20th century when this was released, and wow, this is, again, guess what? Exactly a masterpiece. But it really is. You have so many fragrances now that are inspired by this scent DNA. Some of them want to copy, another one are just inspired by this fragrance, and rightly so. I mean, this is fantastic. Shalimar has that orange peel on top. It's a bit spicy. Then you have the vanilla. You have the civet, and that gives like an animalic, really animalic quality, but not overwhelming, not overbearing. This everything here, it's blended to perfection in my opinion. Now you have loads of flankers of Shalimar. Of course, you have your eau de toilette, you have the extrait, but other than that, you have like hundreds. Now, I think the most recent Shalimar flanker is Shalimar Millésime Tonka, which a lot of people say that it's basically Shalimar with Tonka Imperial in the base. I'm very curious to try that one actually. I'm not very familiarized with the flankers of Shalimar. I only own this one, Eau de Parfum, and it's magic. This is magic. Oh man, seriously. And this for me, it's unisex. I think this is marketed towards women, if I'm not mistaken. But for me, this is strictly unisex. Yeah, the bottle also may suggest that this is a feminine perfume, but seriously, it's not. There's no genders in perfume to start with, and this scent specifically, it's unisex, if not even more masculine. Wow, this is fantastic. Again, if you love vanilla, if you love animalic fragrances, this is definitely one a fragrance that you should definitely check out. This also has some ambery touches. It's just to die for, really. Shalimar Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. It's an intoxicating scent that everyone should try. The next fragrance is from the house of Chanel. Of course, this year is the year of Chanel for me. And sorry, but I will include Les Exclusive. Because I'm so addicted to the Les Exclusive from Chanel. Of course, I could mention so many other brilliant fragrances in the more mainstream line of Chanel, but I'm just so into this exclusive right now. That's why I will mention this one. It is Coromandel, the Eau de Parfum concentration. Coromandel is one of the most romantic fragrances that I came across, one of the best patchouli fragrances out there, one of the most unique patchouli fragrances out there because of its white chocolatey accord, that it's delicious. This fragrance is so sensual, so seductive, so cozy. everything that you need in a romantic, sensual, alluring scent. Absolutely brilliant perfume. Never smell anything like this. Oh, wow. And I'm sure that there will be some fragrances that try to copy this one, but I mean, this is. I think there's the saying that it's often imitated, never duplicated, or duplicated but imitated. Oh well. I tried, but it's something in that line. But seriously, Coromandel is simply to die for. Again, it's a fantastic scent. If you want to explore Coromandel, definitely start with Coromandel. If you want to explore Coromandel, if you want to explore less exclusive, go with Coromandel. I think it's a staple. It's a classic from Chanel, and yeah, it's really, especially if you love patchouli. Even if you don't like patchouli, I mean, this is not a very heavy, earthy, full chocolate cakey patchouli. It's not. It's definitely more tame. It has the elegance of Chanel. It has that sparkly aldehydes with this white chocolatey accord, and the patchouli, yes, is earthy, but it's not. I mean, it's not raw. Raw, full, bold patchouli like usually you will find in patchouli heritage-centric fragrances. This is one of a kind. And again, if you want to explore less exclusive, start with Coromandel. I think you will not regret. Fantastic scent here. Now the next fragrance, it's from the house of Hermès. Absolutely love Hermès. Hermès was the brand of last year for me. But in this one, I will not pick any from the Hermescence. I will pick what is for me the best from the more mainstream, and it's not that mainstream, but it's the best from the, let's say, the more mainstream designer line of Hermès. But again, not that mainstream. Not Terre d'Hermès, not H24, not Voyage, not the Un Jardin. So it's nothing of that nature, but it is Ami Vetiver. First of all, I absolutely love this bottle presentation. So chic, so elegant. And this is for me, again, the best fragrance from Hermès in the more, let's call it, mainstream line. Ami Vetiver. This is a fantastic vetiver, leathery scent. A very dry, dusty leather, slightly spicy, with this rooty, grassy vetiver. Now, this is a flanker of Ami, the original Ami. Ami is this, it's a very heavy, spicy, leathery scent. I don't have Ami, and I think I will just add Ami for reference purpose, because everyone's saying that, oh, the current version of Ami is not that great as it once was, which normally it's always the case when reformulation happens. But I have Pure Distance M, and that is discontinued. Very, very unfortunate, because it was the best from Pure Distance, and it's still one of my all-time favorite leather fragrances. But well, aside that, so this is a flanker of Ami, which is a very heavy, spicy, leathery scent. Now, the spices here are more tamed. Here, this is a more dry, more earthy perfume, very dusty. Like the leather here, it's very dusty. It's like the leather that was exposed way too much in the sun. And then you have this vetiver, this grassy, earthy vetiver. It's just to die for. It's a fantastic Chypre fragrance. This is, for me, this is quite masculine, but very gentlemanly. Very, very gentlemanly scent. It's a scent that everyone should try. Again, and it has a natural feeling to it. I mean, seriously, this fragrance is, yes, you guessed, a masterpiece. Ami Vetiver from Hermès. Stunning perfume. The next fragrance is from the house of Amouage, and yeah, I absolutely love Amouage. I will not mention Jubilation 25, but I will mention a classic, also a very well-known fragrance from Amouage Interlude, the Blue Beast. Interlude is simply, it's already for me a reference in, oh, it's so good. It's already a reference in its genre, in the incensey, resinous, dark, woodsy, campfire-esque category, which is a very specific category, but all I'm saying is that in this resinous, smoky, woodsy fragrances, this is the reference. Wow, this fragrance. And then you have here this incense, this campfire, the resins. It's everything so well blended. It's so good. So good. And you have here also an herbal quality, which I now I'm forgetting, that makes this fragrance very unique. And it's not laurel, it's I think it's oregano. Yes, oregano. Yeah, it's fantastic. It makes this fragrance very unique. It's wonderful. I absolutely love Interlude. I love to wear this, no matter the occasion. If I'm in the mood to wear Interlude, I will wear it. And actually, I already received very good feedback while wearing Interlude by Amouage. Absolutely love this fragrance. It's seriously one of my all-time favorites. I don't care of Black Iris, which is a flanker of Interlude. Don't care about this fragrance at all. It really takes what is special about this scent. I mean, Iris here just doesn't play around. Doesn't go well. It's what I would say. It doesn't go well in this type of fragrance. I mean, they took off the oregano note. It's not as incensey, not as bold. I mean, you still have the resins touch, a bit of smoke, but it's not Interlude. And Iris, it's not a note that will blend well. Iris, I love Iris. Iris is one of my favorite notes, but it's not for this type of scent. Iris is more elegant, it's more chic, and this is more raw, more bold, loud scent, which I also love. But so I mean, you have a contrast of both words. Could work. I mean, it's might be a good idea on paper, but in reality, the way that they did, at least for me, doesn't work. Simply doesn't work. I would love to try Interlude 53, which is basically a extrait de parfum, 53% concentration of Interlude. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting to try. This is an eau de parfum, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is eau de parfum. But I would be interested to try the extrait version. But still, it's already a beautiful perfume. I absolutely love this. The best in this category, or one of the best. A reference definitely in this category. Interlude by Amouage. Beautiful looking one. The next fragrance is from the house of Xerjoff. I love Xerjoff, but Xerjoff, the only issue that I have with Xerjoff is that they have a lot of misses. Xerjoff, for me, it's really a love-hate relationship. More love than hate, of course, but I mean, the fragrances that Xerjoff has that I hate, I really do hate with all my strength because they are vile. They are really vile. But the fragrances that I love from Xerjoff, I really love. So I mean, it's extremes. It's really love-hate with Xerjoff. But from the most part, I love Xerjoff. Not just for the presentation, but for the uniqueness of the fragrances. Maybe not all of them have a natural feel into them, but they work for some reason on me. I absolutely love the creations, the uniqueness of their perfumes for the most part. Um, and this one, it's not often talked about. I will not mention the usual ones like Neo or Naxos, Renaissance, Uden. You know, I will not mention. I don't have Uden actually, but I have others that I absolutely love. But I will mention this one, Starlight. I I mean seriously, I love Xerjoff bottle presentation. And I love this is unique because of this Xerjoff logo all around the bottle, which usually it's not. But this was a limited edition bottle, and this is again Starlight. Beautiful, beautiful presentation here. This is a 50 ml. This is one of the most beautiful cardamom fragrances. Cardamom, almond, vanilla. Wow, wow. Xerjoff does one thing that any other brands really well, and it makes them stand out in that category when compared with other brands. It's in citruses. Xerjoff has one of the best citrusy fragrances out there, and it's in gourmand fragrances, in fruity fragrances. Xerjoff also has a lot of fruity fragrances. This one is more into that gourmand territory. So this has a Christmas feel into it, and actually I detect here a natural smelling cardamom with almond. Oh yeah, this is so good, so yummy. Cardamom, almond, vanilla, done to perfection. It's so good. It's really that good. Very sensual. Sparkling, has a sparkliness. I think it also has ginger. Don't quote me on that, but it seems that the sparkliness comes from the ginger. But I absolutely love, again, absolutely love this perfume. One of the best from Xerjoff, hands down. One of the best cardamom fragrances out there. And if you want already to have a hint of Christmas, check this one out. Starlight from Xerjoff. Love this perfume. And again, I love Xerjoff from the most part. They have some huge duds, but actually I'm planning to add 3 or 4 more fragrances from Xerjoff in the very near future. So yeah, love this one again. Starlight, beautiful, beautiful perfume from Xerjoff. And last but definitely not least, from the house of Tom Ford, from the Private Blend collection. Now, I could have mentioned Plum Japonais, Tobacco Oud. Plum Japonais completely discontinued, unfortunately. I mean, seriously, one of the best from Tom Ford, one of the best plum fragrances, and that fragrance in general is just so good. But of course, they needed to discontinue that one. And then Tobacco Oud. Tobacco Oud is a fantastic scent. It's really one of the best from Tom Ford, and I mean, in some parts it's discontinued, in some countries. I mean, here in Portugal, it's very hard, if not impossible, to find a bottle of Tobacco Oud. In the UK, I think they are still available out there, but in general, I think in the US, I think it's discontinued also. So I mean, it's very hard to find that perfume available. So that's why I will not mention Tobacco Oud, but I will mention a classic. I was also thinking of Noir de Noir, which I absolutely love. Currently, one of my favorites from Tom Ford. That beautiful truffle, chocolatey oud rose. Oh, wow. But well, I will mention this one because I have a very close connection. It's Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille. I mean, yeah, it's not. I'm not giving any news here. I'm not giving a groundbreaking hidden gem scent from Tom Ford. No, it's simply Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille it's a classic already. It's part of the original line of the Private Blend released in 2007. And this was a groundbreaking release. Nowadays, this scent DNA is very popular. You have a lot of fragrance brands that created a tobacco scent, which is very heavily inspired by this scent DNA. I mean, this scent DNA was groundbreaking. And for me, this was my getaway to niche perfumes. Now, of course, this is not niche in the more technical sense of it, but when I tried this one, the store was also selling niche fragrances, and wow, this was basically my first approach to more exclusive, expensive fragrances, and wow, I was like, okay, fragrances can smell like this. Give me some more, and well, here we are. Oh, it's so good. Seriously, this fragrance again. This is, I would say, this is a masterpiece. Yeah, masterpiece because of how it changed the tobacco category. This heavy vanillic gourmand tobacco category that, I mean, after the release of tobacco, I mean, a lot of brands just embraced it, just went with it. So that's why for me this is a masterpiece. It was a groundbreaking release again, very groundbreaking, very unique, very original creation, and that's why it's a masterpiece for me. Tobacco Vanille has that, of course, tobacco vanilla, but it's very spicy. You have this dried fruits accord. It has a honeyed, like a sticky sweet honey, in my opinion at least, and it's beautiful. It's a brilliant perfume. Again, perfect for Christmas. This for me also smells like Christmas time, but I can wear this. I mean, if I want a more delicious, addicting, sexy fragrance, I will go with tobacco. Great performance on my skin, at least. I mean, the batch code is A28. I don't even know when that was released, but A28 is the batch code of Tobacco Vanille for you who are very into batch codes. Absolutely love this. Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, guys. If you have yet to check this one out, please do. Yeah, I mean, it's worth it. I mean, price tag, the current price tag of Tom Ford, I mean, it's obnoxious, but you can easily find. You need to be careful though. You need to be careful with the fakes, but you can find in the online discounters, or if not in fragrance groups, in Profumum, you can find great prices for Tobacco Vanille or any other Tom Ford private blend fragrance. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below, what are your favorite fragrance brands and what is some of the reference fragrances that you would say that are from those fragrance brands. I would love to hear your thoughts about this topic, and if you like this type of video, if you like this type of content, I will give a shout out to some amazing fragrance YouTube channels: Rich Mitch, Eugene, Olfactal Files, and Beautiful Tara. And I want to highlight also JJ Colborn. Absolutely love his live streams. Brilliant guy. I mean, fantastic. Really love to hear his thoughts and on perfumes, his take on perfumes. JJ Colborn. So I will leave their fragrance channels in the description box down below. I will tag them as well. This is not a tag video. I mean, of course, you can do this type of video if you want to, of course, but this is not a tag video. But yeah, guys, if you in the end you love perfumes, check those channels out. They really produce some of the best fragrance content in YouTube currently. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Take care, guys. Ciao.